What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Electivire EX deck. Electivire is one of the freaking coolest Pokemon ever, and I love it from the video game, so I was pretty excited that it got a cool TCG card and an EX one at that. It's got 2 attacks if you haven't seen it yet. Dual Bolt for a lightning and a colorless. This attack does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Kind of a decent little snipe attack. Could maybe pick things off or put things in range of its other attack. High Voltage Press does 180 damage plus. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energies attached in addition to this attack's cost, this attack does 100 more damage. So you can do 280 for 5 energies, which is quite a lot, but using electric Pokemon that require a lot of energies is something we're very used to with Iron Hands, with its Ampy Very Much attack, of course. So when I was thinking about trying to build up Electivire's high voltage press attack, I was thinking of all the ways that people have used and we've used to accelerate energy to Iron Hands. And the first thing I was thinking of was Yanmega, which isn't probably the standard or the most common thing, but it's one of the new cards that came out in the most recent set as well. Yanmega can move 3 basic energies from itself to your bench Pokemon, and then it builds itself up with its ability. And I was initially trying Electivire out with it with the Dunsparce engine, and it was cool, but I didn't really like having 3 stage 1s, though at the same time, it did give us something to hit Garchomp or other ground types super effectively, or fighting types that Electivire could have trouble with. So it was cool, but I didn't love it because I also thought Iron Hands is just a better attacker with Yanmega, and then there's the Regigigas. And then I thought about Joltik, of course, but I was thinking instead, because both of those decks, like I think Yanmega probably works better with just Iron Hands and then the Regigigas, and then Joltik is its own deck, and you don't need to use evolutions like Electivire, you could just use Pikachu. Instead of using both of those ways, going back to the original way of using Iron Hands, and that's with the Electric Generator, and we're going to be using that to power up Electivire. And of course, we also have Magneton, and Magneton has the ability Overvolt Discharge. Once during your turn, you may attach 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your lightning Pokemon in any way you like. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. This Pokemon actually knocking itself out is not a big deal for this deck, since we were just going to put up 2 prizers for the rest of the game. So we go to 5 prizes, but then they have to knock out 2 prizers anyways. It also can activate Counter Catcher for us. So it is not a bad thing to have this thing give up a prize for this kind of a deck. It works pretty well, actually. I thought this would be a fun way to use it. I've been testing a little bit and it's been working decently. Of course, at the end of the day, we're going Iron Hands first because it's a basic and you can get extra prizes on little guys, but Electivire does give us something to hit really hard for just electric energy, so you don't need to play the other energies like you would with Pikachu, and we can one-shot things all the way up to 320 with the maximum belts. There is other options. You could use Gravity Mountain, you could use the Vitality Band, and that would let you hit 320 also, and that would also let Iron Hands like get some extra damage, even knock out like a Typhlosion with Ampy Very Much if it has the Future Booster Energy Capsule on it. But I decided to just go with the maximum belt for today because it's pretty easy. You just get it with the Arven and you slap it on this guy. We don't need to search for a stadium, so going with the maximum belt because it sounded fun. And I'm trying to use Electivire a little bit more. I think Gravity Mountain, Vitality Band, Prime Catcher, that might be the better way to play the deck because Prime Catcher is just so strong with Iron Hands, but we're using maximum belt because I want to be able to slap it on Electivire and hit 320 really easily. So that's the deck. I'll throw up the full deck list so you can see it real quick, and we'll go through the rest of the list really quick. It is basically Iron Hands, you know, Turbo, Miraidon. In order here, we have the 1 Iron Bundle, so we can phase out whatever's in the front or just switch them with something in the back and get a knockout with Electivire or Iron Hands, so we can just kind of get prizes as fast as we can. Electabuzz unfortunately has 2 retreat costs, and all of them do, so Latias is pretty important to be able to retreat this guy, and of course the Iron Hands or whatever else, so we can start attacking and not get stuck in the active. This one draws us some cards. There's some other ones that like could do a little bit more damage, I think, or do damage for like 1 energy, but I don't think it really matters. It's not like it was doing 30. There's one that if you have a Magmar on your bench, it does a little bit more. I think it does like 50, and that sounded cool, but I don't think I want to play Magmar, so this one draws us a card. That's why I'm using this one. And then Electivire, like I said, we have ways to accelerate energy. We also have ways to conserve energy, so the 5 energies it's doable. It's not the worst thing in the world. We have, you know, we're very used to using Ampy Very Much, which requires the 4 energies. We just have 2 Electabuzz, 2 Electivire. We have the potential to go into 2 Electivires and use Iron Hands in a single game. So we have the 2 Iron Hands, we can actually find it and use it. 1 Magnemite, 1 Magneton. You don't really need another one. We have a Super Rod for recovery if we'd have to discard stuff. If you prize it, you prize it. 2 Miraidon so we can find it. Miraidon has the ability Tandem Unit, so it just gets us our basic electric Pokemon. So we can Nest Ball or Ultra Ball for the Miraidon. Then you use Miraidon's ability to get Iron Hands and Magnemite. Whatever you're missing, you just basically get. For the rest of the like support Pokemon, Latias gives all of our basics free retreat. We have Mew, draw some cards. It's a pivot. We could also attack with it. It's probably our best way to attack with some of the wall Pokemon. Then we have Fez, and then we have Squawk. Fez, you know, draws us cards. Squawk draws us the cards. We have lots of other ways though. Mew, hopefully it's not going to come down to Mew versus those wall decks. We have lots of gusting, and hopefully we can be like aggressive and take extra prizes with Iron Hands. Then we got the 1 counter catcher, like I already said. It synergizes with the Magneton, and it's searchable off of Arven. We got the 4 electric generators. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Attach up to 2 basic lightning energies you find there to your benched lightning Pokemon. So again, having the free retreat is pretty important because it's going to our bench. So we would need to be able to get the guy who we put the energies on into the active spot. Then we have 4 Nest Ball. Maybe you don't need 4 Nest Ball, I don't know. Then we have 2 Pokegear for a little bit of extra like supporter finding. Pretty much want to play Boss or Arven. Also have a Carmine in here, so if we go first, which is kind of what I've been going with for the most part, so we have an extra turn and we can play our generators before getting Budooed potentially. But Pokegear finds us the things that we need in the situation. Then we have 1 Super Rod, like I said, for some recovery to recover the Magnemite, Magneton, maybe some electric energies for a generator, just stuff if we didn't want to put it down to begin with and, you know, discarded stuff with Squawk or Ultra Ball. 1 switch. We don't have any switching cards in the deck. Otherwise, we don't have Prime Catcher, so this could help us get out of like some sort of lock, like a retreat lock or something. Then we have the 4 Ultra Ball, gets us our evolution since we are playing some. Then we have the 4 Arven. It gets us the electric generator or a ball card and one of our variety of tools. Boss, so we can just take knockouts, win the game. Carmine, we can play if we go first and discard draw 5. Maybe a research would be better. Maybe just the 4th boss. Maybe Carmine's not necessary at all. I don't want to get Budooed and not be able to play our generator, so that's why I've been going with that mindset of going first. Carmine will give us another way to like dig deeper into the deck on our first turn. I know we only have 1, but I was trying 2. Wasn't even using it most of the time, so if we happen to find it, it'll help us out. If we don't get it, it's not going to be like a mid card that we have in our deck for later on in the game, because Arven's most of the time better. Arven's kind of not great versus Buddy though still, so maybe just more researches. I don't know. I was kind of looking at old Miraidon lists when I was coming up with this, and a lot of them did play more researches, so I was like, maybe I play more research, but Arven seems so good and we have a lot of strong tools too. Then for the tools, we have the 1 Big Charm and the 1 Future Booster Energy Capsule. Both of these are for Iron Hands. The Heavy Baton can go on Iron Hands, but if you play Latias, or if you just forget and you put your Heavy Baton on your Iron Hands and you have Latias down, it doesn't do anything. The Heavy Baton is for Electivire, so Bravery Charm will give our Iron Hands 280 HP, and then this will make Iron Hands hit for 140, which would make it be able to knock out some things that it usually wouldn't be able to, like Spidopses, or I think there's Duraludon that has a little bit more HP. It's not the most relevant probably. This was one of the ones I was iffy about, and like I said, it kind of synergizes or is kind of nice with Gravity Mountain. Maybe it could be Vitality Band too, but I thought it'd be nice to like make it so we can actually get a knockout and just get the 2 prizes with Iron Hands, because that's pretty important. Both of those are for Iron Hands mainly. Then the Heavy Baton and the Max Belt are for Electivire. You could put the Heavy Baton on your first Electivire and then pass 4 of its 5 energies to another Electivire, and then Max Belt is for when you need it. You know, you get to hit for an extra 50 damage versus Pokemon EXs. Then we have the 1 rescue board, so you can get off of an Arven a rescue board and a generator and retreat whatever's in your active, and you don't have to get Latias down, and then you can get the attack with whatever you generated to. I was also maybe wanting to put Genesect in here, Ursaluna, a couple other things that you've seen in Electivire or Miraidon decks, but couldn't fit everything, and I wasn't sure what to prioritize. I'm trying to attack with Electivire, so that's kind of why I made the decisions I did. And then we have 15 lightning. It's been fine. I had 14, then I was like, let's put in another one. That's where I took out the Carmine and put that in, and lots of room to make changes with this, and I think it'll be pretty fun. So, and I also wanted to mention there is a Dynamotor Electric coming out, the evolution before Electros, that will be coming out in the next set, I think, that will be pretty nice for Electivire too. But at the same time, Magneton Electric Generator has felt pretty good. Magneton getting us the 3 when we want it immediately is pretty good, and synergizing with Counter Catcher. So, but the Dynamotor guy coming out in the next set, or whatever, black and white set, whenever that comes out, will be nice for Electivire and electric Pokemon too. But that's the deck. Let's hop in the games. Hopefully we can get some Electivire big KOs. All right, here we go. Getting into this first one. I've been mulliganing an obscene amount of times though with this deck. We have 12 basics, so it shouldn't be happening as much as it's been happening as I've been testing, but I didn't want to mention that because it just, I get tilted. It makes me upset. I'm like, how unlucky can we get? All right, I think we go first, like I said. Then we can play generators if we're up against a Budu deck. I mean, I know we could still do that if we go second, but then we also have an extra turn to get stuff in play. Now with this hand, not looking like a hand you really want to squawk away. Are we up against Secret Box Energy Switch? This could be Mewtwo, could be Grimmsnarl. But yeah, I don't know if going first is the right decision, but just an extra turn to build up our guys. Also get the Magneton and the whatchamacallit, Electabuzz down and ready to evolve. We don't have all of the turbo cards that we used to have. Ooh, that's good. All right, so now this could be a good squawk hands. We'll be losing our Super Rod, but ooh, maybe we don't need a squawk. Maybe we just like do everything. And they have Latias, so I don't think we're getting Budu'd, but they could have Budu. They have Secret Box, Grimmsnarl, or Secret Box. What would this be? And also we want to wait as long as possible to throw off the generator so we have better odds to hit electric energies. So it's kind of tough. Like if we're not up against a Budu deck, we could just wait also. All right, we have, I think, pretty much everything. No, we don't have a Magneton. All right, Magneton's prized. I think Squawk was in there and everything. We have our pink card, and we don't have the future booster thing. Well, I think I want to get down Magneton, Iron Hands, or Magnum. Well, it's prized, but I mean, I think we're gonna get it off the prizes, hopefully, right? So I think we do this. Now, do we want to throw off with Squawk? I think let's see what we get off of this. Because I don't need anything else with his Nest Ball otherwise. Like if we get 2 right now, we can just attack for sure. All right, cool. So yeah, we can just not put down Squawk. We'll just put a Lightning Energy on this guy. I don't know what they would, I don't think we're getting knocked out here. Energy Switch? Secret Box. I'm going to realize what deck this is way later than I should have, but I think it's fine. And I guess I'll put Magnemite up in case it's like some deck that we have to be worried about knocking us out right away. But yeah, not putting Squawk down is probably smart. Oh, it is a Donk deck. What energy switch though? Is it Archelodon? No, it's Ancient Box, I guess. Is it, oh, Turbo Roaring Moon? All right, well, we have the rod, so, haha. Yeah, I think that's fine. We could Nest Ball for Iron Hands, or Iron Bundle too, if we need to. Arven for the, whatever else we're missing. We'll actually have Counter Catcher live if they do get the poison knockout here. I'm glad I did this. I didn't realize what this was at all. And this, yeah, this makes sense. I'm just surprised. What else did we see in that mulligan? We had no other indication. Did we? I don't think we saw any ancient cards there. Or dark energies. All right, we can amp their Squawkabilly for a bunch of prizes. Hopefully they knock us out. If they don't, come on, you're getting Petron, aren't you? Hopefully they knock us out, then we get Counter Catcher on their Squawk. But then we have nothing else down. And we won't be able to Fez. But we could Fez the following turn. We can knock those things out with with our thing also. With our Electivire max belted. The max belt's like perfect for Electivire because Electivire is like a wrestler kind of to me. All right, cool. I don't know if Counter Catcher's in the deck though, actually. I want to get that on Electabuzz. I maybe want to Super Rod this Magnemite in though. And then get down the Electabuzz and the Magnemites. And we can't Fez, but I want to hold this for Fez. So. I mean, I'm always going to be playing Arven, right? So I guess we'll just see if Counter Catcher's in there. Gosh darn it, it's not in here. Well, we can amp this thing still, so that's fine. We still can go 2/2/2. We'll put on the Bravery Charm so they have to knock us out with their one thing. And then, or do they have to knock us out with it anyways? Or maybe they wouldn't because they'll poison us. Oh, that only does 220. So technically they wouldn't need it, but I think we definitely grab this still. And then I think I get a generator. I have Nest Ball for Fez. I mean, maybe another maybe Pokegear would be better, but I think we do that. We'll play the Rod. We'll get down Magnemite, Electabuzz. Maybe another Iron Hands, but I mean, we could knock if they go for their second attack. How much damage would they be left with? I don't know. We can always we can actually power up an Iron Hands without it even being down with this thing and an electric energy from our hand. So I think we do that. And I think we play the generator. Nice. Let me put the landing on this guy. Put this on this guy. And then we hold everything. Yeah. Let me go for the amp. And hopefully we get Magneton. That would be nice. Nope, but we got Counter Catcher, so that's pretty nice still. Now in order to knock us out here, they have to use Roaring Moon's attack that knocks themselves nearly out. And we would just need, I mean, we need Fez and we need, well, I want Fez, but then we need the Electivire also. And then in order to knock out Electivire, they'll have to use their second attack also. This is where Ursaluna would also be pretty good, because we'll be losing all of our energies with Iron Hands here, and then when the Electabuzz gets knocked out, unless we get the baton. But I don't think there's any way for them to knock us out. I mean, they can poison us, and then they'll do 30. I guess we would get knocked out going back into their turn, so maybe that's what they're gonna do. Oh, nice. And we're just going to retreat, dodge the poison. I guess they will knock us out with the 220 still though. So it's, ooh. So it's a matter of, would we rather get knocked out with their attack, or would we rather get knocked out like I can use the switch here to cure the poison. I'll get knocked out going into my turn, or going back into their turn. Yeah, I think it makes sense to use this, right? And then I mean, I could use this and snipe things. This thing does 200 damage to itself. They have Latias in play though. No, I think I just go for arm press, right? I have nothing else I can play from my hand. Don't want to play Nest Ball. I'm pretty sure Fez is in there. I guess we will die to poison. Going back into my turn, right? Because it'll hit us for the 220. Then yeah. I don't think I need to play the Electivire. I don't want to play it, actually. Yeah, I think I just hold everything. Oh, and I'll check the deck with this. I forgot I can do that. We could bundle. I would have rather have bundled them before I revealed anything. I think I can just hit this. Then this will be easier to knock out. Like we could finish it off with something later on. And we can save the bundle. I think, well, that's fine. We have the heavy baton. Yeah, we can just arm press. I haven't played a whole lot of Miraidon decks, so I'm a little iffy on things, but I played a lot more Future Box. I do like the Future cards, so that's how I've played the Iron Hands with the generators mostly. And it's a little bit different because you have, what is it? The Iron Crowns, and you're using the Techno Radars. But it's still bundle boss type of things. Yeah, I think we hit this. And we have Counter Catcher in hand, so we can finish this off easily with something. And they may have left. So if they left, it is what it is. I mean, we're gonna amp this now. So I'm gonna put this down just in case. And there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're here anymore. Maybe because I was taking a minute, but we got 3 prizes from that. I don't know if they play Hand Disruption. There's a Magneton. Maybe I should have put down the second Electabuzz. Maybe. I think that would have been a good idea. Looks like it's just going to be an Iron Hands game, though. And this is the thing where, with the Electabuzz and Electivire, where it's like, they attack later, just a little bit later than Iron Hands. So Iron Hands usually kind of can take over the game. And maybe Electabuzz doesn't even come out because your opponent forfeits. But we would have been able to go Electabuzz. I should have maybe Electivire. I maybe should have benched the second Electabuzz, though. Because they could target down the Electivire down there. But if they do that, I mean, Iron Hands just wins, so it probably doesn't matter. All right, yeah, they're not doing anything. Well, if we get the Lightning, we do. Now we can just knock them out with the Electivire. Nice, we do get to attack with it. Not the exact way that we wanted, but it works. Good warm-up game. All right, here we go. We are in Arceus League now, or rank, whatever it's freaking called. Suck 'em on. I'm feeling super low energy, super tired. So we're just chilling, playing some generators, playing some Electivires and Iron Hands right now. Hopefully we can get a big knockout. Maybe they're playing Grimmsnarl. I think we go first. I think we try and, you know, extra turn to play some generators. I think it makes sense. All right. Not the best hands. Pretty bad hand, actually. We would like another ball card. Damn it. It's another Garchomp deck, dude. This is rough. All right, that's good. So now we can Nest Ball. And Ultra Ball. Do I Nest Ball for Latias and... I could get Latias and Squawk. Retreat and Generator. And then we'll get a bunch more cards with Squawk. We can discard. We have Latias, we have Squawk. I kind of want to get Miraidon too, but I want to play this Generator. But yeah, I think it's definitely a squawking hand. So I'm gonna get Squawk, and let's just check the prizes. Magneton's in our hand, Magnemite's in the deck. We have 2 Electivire. We have 3 generators. We have the Super Rod, so we can get back the Magneton. We have Switch. We have Max Belts. All right. We don't have the future thing. If they put a Cynthia's Tool on this, they can't be amped. If we had the future booster thing, we would be able to amp them still, though. Discard those. Do that. I don't know if it matters who we retreat into. So we'll go this one. No! Seriously, man? Oh, all that to just get nothing. All right. All right. Well, I think we play this on him. I think. I could also play this dig for a Carmine right now. I would play it if we got it. Son of a bitch. I think it made sense to play that. I mean, I would be playing it before the generator to thin anyways. This deck could play Budu too, so I think we want to generator here. Thank God. All right. And I think the plan is to charm this, so. But I maybe would want another card to discard, so I think we'll just leave it at that. So we played around the Budu, and we got stuff set up. If they have a Cynthia's charm, or whatever it is for this, that'll be a little annoying, but if we can go 2 prizes on one of these, if we can knock out a, let's say the Evo, if we could knock out a Garchomp without a tool, but it'll still be rough because they can one-shot stuff. The one advantage we have is that they need 2 energies to attack. So all right, looks like we're getting 2 off of this, and then they're gonna stamp us. If we could even just get a hit off with Iron Hands into their Garchomp, but then we also still would have to, we'd have to hit him with an arm press, and then they still have what, 240 health left. Okay, that's good. I still have the Super Rod. I think we go Ultra Ball from Miraidon and get down Electabuzz. Maybe I don't. Do I even? I actually don't think I need this right now, because they don't have a Roserade and they're not going to be able to hit for more than 100. So our guy should live. Yeah. So we get Miraidon. Then we can get... Ooh, we could bundle too, though. But I think it's actually better we get rid of the guy with the energy, because they could have rare candies too. Then we get to keep Fez in hand. Get the Buzz and get the Magnemite. And then we'll take 2. Now we'll need Super Rod in order to use to get the Magneton, of course, but we really have nothing otherwise right now. All right, Carmine. And hopefully they can't even knock us out, and then we get to weaken them. That's why I think it's fine bench locking us, because I don't think they're knocking us. Like, we don't need a bench spot unless they knock us out. Although now with this Carmine, like, we'll really need Super Rod if we end up wanting to play it. Okay, they put the bracelet on that one. Give me a boss and I will... no, I don't think we boss it. Oh yeah, and the stamp was coming, I already forgot. Cool. Max Belt Bundle. Not playable cards, really. I mean, we could put the belt down early, but... And do we have any energies? We have 2. And we played 2 generators. All right. And do they have 2 fighting energies in hand? Yeah. Wait. I think so. All right, counter catcher. Well, I think we just hit him. Hit him as hard as we can with the arm press. That'll put him in range of Miraidon too if we wanted to use it instead. I don't think I play the bells. Not that it might not even matter. Because of hitting this one already, and then the other one has the bracelet on it, but I guess if I hit this guy with the belt right now, we could knock it out with another Iron Hands, but we'd be able to do that anyways, right? 170 would knock it out. So if we randomly are able to go second Iron Hands here, but they should probably retreat into that guy, right? And it's, I don't know if we're actually going to be able to use counter catcher here, are we? Because we're not going to go behind until they, oh. Huh. Okay, I did not expect that. All right, let's see what we do now. I think, over the Latias. Counter catcher's not live, but we have room for bundle. I could get a first hit off on this, and then all we need to do is knock out 2 of them, but... or finish off 2 of them. Which I think is doable if we draw out of whatever we're in right now. If I bundle, they could give us Roserade, which we wouldn't be able to amp. They could give us the Garchomp up there. Honestly, I'm not confident that we're going to draw out of this, so I kind of want to phase up their thing, and then we just need 1 more prize to win. See what they give us here. All right, yeah, this guy's dead, right? 170 is 70 plus 60 is 330. Yeah, and we'll put the lightning energy on the Buzz, and we'll use the max belt. Then we can just knock out a Roserade. I think that works, right? Pretty good. 3 prizes. Amping a Garchomp. All right, and we have Pokegear, or Arven can get a Super Rod. Ultra Ball could get us the Magneton. Iono to 1. A lot of hand disruption is a little annoying. That doesn't matter. All right, cool. And that's the other thing that we'd have to play around. Monkey Dory, we can't like leave extra damage on stuff super comfortably or without worrying about that. All right, Fez, that's good. We didn't need that. All right, we have Super Rod. I could see just going Magnemites and powering up our Electabuzz here, actually. I don't know if there's any of these cards that we'd want right now. I think we just have to hope they don't have a gust and use Magnemite's attack to power up Electabuzz. And there's the potential to always just use Magneton next turn. I don't want to play Rod because I want to draw into other things. I mean, also if they have a gust, we just lose, so. Because they'll just knock out one of the EXs. So, I mean, I think this is probably one of our worst matchups, or the worst matchup. I don't know, though. Mamoswine is also rough. Mamoswine, you can't knock it out without a even with a max belt. All right, there it is. They have counter catcher probably. Yep. Just play it, sir. We don't need to draw this out. Thank you. Oh, maybe they were just checking the deck. That's probably what they were doing. Well, pretty close. With it being a deck that we're weak to, and that we can't one-shot with the belt on. All right, here we go. Up against possibly a Mewtwo deck? So our bracelet, or our future booster caps, will let us knock out the Spidops and take 2 prizes. Then we go first, get an extra turn of generators, get a turn ahead of them, especially against the Team Rockets deck. That should be pretty good. Ooh, this is pretty nice. I think we put up Miraidon. That's for sure. Well, okay, yeah, especially if it be with the Team Rocket deck. Electabuzz can one-shot Mewtwo, which is cool. Maybe putting Squawk down isn't a good idea in this one, because Mewtwo can knock it out without discarding energies. Also, Spidops can knock it out. So we could save the Ultra Ball for a Magneton, maybe? Oh, and they mulliganed a couple times. It's pretty good. That's an amp target. We can Ultra Ball away some energies. They shouldn't have hand disruption too. We can Ultra Ball away some energies to get the Magneton. Don't have a supporter though. Well, let's see. Is Magnemite Magneton in the deck? Magnemite is. Magneton is. We have Bundle. That's something we could do. I mean, do we even go Iron Hands, or do we just try and go Electivire? We have Squawk, right? Oh yeah, it's in the hand. We have the max belts. Is Latias in there? Yeah, Latias is in there. Okay. Just because we have nothing otherwise, I think I do want to Squawk here. But I like the Ultra Ball. I like being able to search for the Magneton next turn. So I think we just kind of have to hope we draw a ball card. I could also power up Miraidon and hit with it. Because we have no way to retreat here. But we have quite a few ways to be able to retreat and stuff, so... yeah, I think let's just do this. We just need another ball card, like anything. Another ball card, and then we can go Ultra Ball Magneton, get Latias, pop Magneton, counter catchers live. I don't know, if I had 3 energies in the discard, I would have maybe put the energy on Iron Hands, because then we can get extra prize with Iron Hands. But I'm also wanting to use Electivire because we haven't used it very much, so... It is probably better that we don't put down. I am surprised that's in the active spot. Do you only have one Spidops? One spider? No. Okay. I think you'd want to protect that guy. Okay, I guess they're going to retreat now into Mewtwo. What? Alright, and we draw Arven, so that's pretty good. Arven can get us... I mean, we could possibly get a generator here. And then, well, we still need a way to retreat, though. We can get Rescue Board, actually. If that's in the deck. Or Switch. I think we hold the Switch. And I think we go Ultra Ball for Magneton. Thin that out of the deck. And then we can knock out their Mewtwo. If we hit 2 off of the generator here. I could also thin one more card out. Or 2. I don't know how many of these we want to put down. I mean, I already have a Iron Hands down as a liability, so what's another one? But obviously we need room for Latias, and then I don't think I want to put down either of those. All right, come on, no! All right, well, and I discarded all of the energies in the hands. But we can actually hold Magneton and just use our snipe attack here. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just use our first attack, actually. And I think I'm going to hit this so that it's dead with weakness. And then this guy we one-shot anyway, so... We just need 2 more energies, or 1 more energy in the discard. And they should have nothing. No way to KO the Electivire. They actually should have no way to attack with this, right? Unless they play Crispin. Okay. They're just stalling? Okay, now they're stalling us. We're gonna Pokegear for and hopefully hit Arven, and then we can get Switch or just Latias. This also makes it so we can Generator too. To our Electivire. So if we get like one of the pieces, we can get the other off of an Arven. Nice. All right, just want an Arven. Nice. I think we knock out this guy. Do we get Latias now instead of a Switch? Probably. Get an Ultra Ball. Can even get a Heavy Baton. Put it on our Electivire. And we get Ultra Ball because Nest Balls will be better later, I think. We shouldn't need Counter Catcher anymore. Discard both of those. Get the Latias. Pop Magneton. Boom, boom. Then we go Heavy Baton on Electivire, Electric Energy, retreats. And we have a Baton on our Electivire. And I mean, I don't think we need anything else, but I'd put down another Electabuzz. Nah. Then we just hold everything. And hit him with a high voltage press, baby. Let's go. We got it to work. Nice. The opponent's fortunately not having a good time over there, but we're having a grand old time. Got the high voltage press with the 5 energies. Turn 3. So. And that we actually took prize with the dual bolt too. We're not at Terra, so Mimikyu doesn't do anything, but it is a pivot. We have boss, and they shouldn't have hand disruption. We are going to knock out Mewtwo again. That's a nice thing too, like Electivire can attack back to back, unlike Pikachu. Although they could put a Bravery Charm. I forgot about that. And if they do put a Bravery Charm, we can't one-shot them. But if they do put a Bravery Charm, we'll just finish them off with the Dual Bolt. We'll Dual Bolt the Articuno and the Mewtwo, and then no, we should probably hit him with the hard attack first, actually, because then we just win with Iron Hands. So yeah. Nice, and we're just gonna be able to knock him out this way instead. I don't even know if it matters. I don't think there's any chance. I'm not even gonna mess around. Shouldn't be any way for us to die here, and I mean, they could do energy switches and stuff. Maybe I should have put down bundle. Maybe that's what I should have done. I just feel bad going through the deck and taking my time, to be honest. Because I've already taken a little bit, so. I think we're good to go, though. I think one more high voltage press should do it. A bundle, though, would be able to phase out a Mewtwo if they did put a charm, and then we'd be able to finish him off. Yeah. Nice. All right, this was the game we were looking for. An Electivire sweep. Pretty sick. And didn't even need the back spell, but, and it's actually in our hands. But pretty awesome. All right, here we go. We're warmed up now. Electivire is actually really good against Team Rocket's decks. I didn't realize, or I forgot, because we can just snipe their Spidops. If we go first, we get Electivire. We just can kill 2 Spidops, because they probably don't play Shaman. And Articuno doesn't protect from damage, just protects from effects like Dragapult. So, all right, we're going first again. Continue with the strat, and all right, this isn't terrible. We'll put up this little guy. We can Generator attach to Iron Hands. We can retreat our Magnemite with the rescue board. And then if we don't get Budooed, we can Arven for another Generator and get Amp next turn. Looks like it could be a Budoo kind of deck, though. Well, do I dig for a Carmine? I think so. We could also thin a card out. Do this. Let's go. There it is. We'll put an energy on this boy. And I think I put the board on this too. I don't think we should need it. And in case we get Ioned or something. Now we just need an energy. We need to be able to play our Generator. Hopefully they just kind of get super set up here. All right, now we need a Generator. Steel energy. Is it Golden Go? All right. With the bombs. Oh no, this is our Celadon, isn't it? It is. All right. So Generator into future booster capsule, and we one-shot that guy. I would love for that to happen right now. No, they just leave this in the active? Well, we could just boss KO that. And we can't boss though, so I could flip it around with the bundler. I want to do this though. And then we'll just charm our guy. But a baton would be decent also for it. But I think we have to charm because we have nothing. We have absolutely nothing right now. I can just get a tool to discard. Although Max Belt will be good for our guy. I think I just get the one that we need. There's need a single energy. 2. Honestly, how many generators have we played? Just played 1, right? I think I'm just gonna get 1. Put this on him. No! No! Why am I so silly, man? No! Why did I do that? I forget too many things, man. I want to forfeit so bad right now. I'm so upset with myself. Dude, I can't believe I did that. That was so... Oh, man, that was so bad. All right, you got this stupid bridge. They should have the attack. We're going to win even though I fucked up. Hopefully. Okay. I don't know what ace spec they play. I don't know if they play Unfair Stamp or what. I think in the past these would sometimes play Trolley if they're like poison package, but this isn't the poison one, it's like the bomb. And they have Monkey Dory also, I think, which is annoying because now we are in range of Monkey Dory. All right, good. I'm just gonna knock out this guy instead, I think, and not give him Monkey Dory. Put Fez down. Although, if I hit this thing, no, I think they're also going to like, no, I'm just taking extra prize. I just won't be able to kill this thing with anything next turn. Because I don't have a guy to put down. Dude, I would have had... would have only needed 2 more prizes right now. That's so bad. What am I doing? I don't even knock it out, man. What am I doing? All right. All right, you're gonna boss me. Okay. Oh, and I don't die to Monkey Dory. Okay, that's good. All right, do they have dark energies? I mean, they're just gonna put it on me. All right, so now they just need a dark. What an absolute shit show. Ultra Ball. What do we get? Mew? Do you have Mew? Oh, no, we just get another bridge if you have another steel. Oh, wait, no, you have like nothing in your hand or in the discard. All right, just a little bridge. Cool. Oh, just kidding. All right, so we're dead. They should have it. And I put myself successfully in a horrible spot because we're not going to get Fez now. Oh, they don't have the steel. Oh, they're just going to knock us out with damage. All right, so we can go Fez. We can actually use Fez. Hopefully we can knock them out. And then maybe get them Miraidon down so then we have some sort of follow-up. Knocking them out with like a little Pokemon would be nice. Although now they get the first 2 prizes, so. And hitting into things and leaving damage on the board is a problem. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, all right. I see what's happening. Well, it depends on how many gusts they have. I think we could still maybe win with Electivire. All right, counter catcher's kind of nice. I'm gonna bring this guy back up. Nice, we get the Iron Bundle, we have Mew. I don't think I can play my hand down enough. You know, I might be able to. I want to stall though, right? Well, the plan would just be to stall this thing. So, you know, I think I am going to do this. I'm going to play everything down, and it's just going to come down to hoping they don't have gusts. And then I'm just going to one-shot everything. I'm playing the bundle just to get it out of the hands. We'll play bundle, then we'll Miraidon for 2 Electivires. I think. Maybe I should have checked for them first. All right, we prized 1. We can use Magneton still. Enforcement still take 2 prizes or whatever. Play this on this guy. All right, we have a generator. And we have an Ultra Ball. Cool. What would be better, to sacrifice an Electabuzz or the Magnemite in case they are able to attack here? Well, I can't retreat the Electabuzz, so... And I definitely don't want to put up a 2-prizer. I think it would maybe be better actually to sacrifice a Magnemite. In which case I'd rather just throw this right now. Wait, actually no. I don't want to sacrifice anything. I just have to hope that we stall them. And I don't want to put up Electabuzz because then I can't retreat it. Maybe I should have used the generator. Son of a bitch. All right, and now they have 2 bosses. Yeah, it's looking like I don't think we have a chance here because I misplayed too many times at the beginning. I mean, I don't know if it really would have made a difference, but we would have taken an extra prize on Shaman, right? And then I would have also taken a knockout on the other thing. So, I mean, would have been something. Now we need to hit 2 generators. We don't have... We only have 1 left. We're drawing electric energies. That's not good. I mean, I don't even know if we want anything. We can get a Super Rod, so I'm just gonna play this. I don't know how many lightning energies. Okay. We'll discard Miraidon Squawk. And we will get... Get that. Yeah. No, I shouldn't have done that because now we're not going to be able to get anything off of Mew. I should have just discarded stuff. Whoops. Well, this game was an embarrassment. I mean, I can hit them with this, but it's not going to do enough, and they have the monkey dories, so let me just scoop it up. I think possibly if I didn't make so many mistakes, but that was just way too many mistakes. All right, here we go. Gonna have a redemption game here. I can feel it. Gonna focus up. Gonna remember the stadium effects. Am going to remember how much HP my opponent's Pokemon have. All right, cool. We're going second. We're just gonna pop off. We don't even need an extra turn. I've gotten the attack without it. This hand sucks. We can get Squawk, at least. All right, and we're up against a Mewtwo deck, so. But they're going first, so they should evolve spiders. But if they don't get all their spiders evolved, our Electivire's first attack would be good. But we're definitely going to Squawk. Factory, but you didn't play a Proton. Nice. And we top deck a boss. Not great. Nest Ball for Squawk. We prized Magnemites. Okay. We prized... We have Fez in play already. We have one boss still. We could get a Carmine. But I'd rather get, like, Arven. Bravery Charm, Future Booster. Okay, we have the Rod. I don't think we want to do anything with any of these cards. I mean, if I get I could Arven, but then I would need to get a ball card. I would rather be able to play Arven for Generator, so I could play this to try and thin a card out, I guess. Okay. Let's see, what do we get? Okay, we get the Arven. We have a Generator. We have Super Rod also. And we have the Electivire in hands. So that's pretty good. Nest Ball. Get the rescue board to retreat our guy. Oh, and we prize the thing. I think I'm not even putting down Iron Hands. I think I'm just gonna get Miraidon and put down 2 Electabuzz. And then this guy shouldn't be dying. Unfortunately, he can boss up stuff, which will suck. So I don't even know if I want to play the Generator. We have no hand... They shouldn't have hand disruption, so I think I literally just hold everything. And leave this thing in the active. I don't want to play the Generator on a guy that they're going to boss. So... And they should have pretty easy access to their bosses, so... Cool, cool. And I think it's a Mewtwo deck too, so our Electabuzz Electivire will be even better. Nice. But yeah, if they happen to not evolve to these spiders, we are taking 2 prizes, knocking out them. That guy's in... we can max belt knock that guy out. Okay. This is fantastic. All right, Fez is in range of Spidops now, but we should get a knockout here. I could put back 3 energies, but I could keep those in the discard pile because then our Magnemite, who we might get off the prizes, will have some energies to get back. I really just don't want to whiff. No, I think we'll get one. Thank God we get two. Nice. And then I think we put them all on one guy. They shouldn't be able to knock us out with Mewtwo next turn. And then we just put them all on one thing still, though. And I don't think we need anything off of Miraidon. Knock out two little spiders. My idea, or my thought process is we want the energies in the discard. I don't want to draw into a bunch of other energies. Nice. It's not like we're going to be able to use magnets on this turn, but... Now they're going to 2-hit KO us, but we're going to 2-hit KO them. And they can't put down any more spiders. Because we're just going to snipe them. Electivire snipe attack is pretty sick versus this. Alright, so they have their... Okay, they don't even get a stadium. Okay. Eraser ball. Hit us for the 220. And they could plan to knock us out with this, actually, right? I think I definitely play this. We have Nest Ball for... what? Mew or something? I don't know. Do I even put another energy on this? We're gonna hit this for 180. This could knock out our active guy. I could just go for this spread and hit this and hit this. So then they're in range of both things. We definitely don't put the energy on this, that's for sure, right? Because we're not going to be able to use the high voltage press for 280. So I think I go for the spread because then we'll be able to knock them out without a choice band, and we'll be able to take a prize potentially off of this guy. And they can't knock us out with Wob. Yeah. Dual bolt. Maybe I should have hit Wob, but it's not going to be dead to the next bolt, so yeah. Then we can promote Fez as a pivot. We could shuffle back in with Super Rod, the Electivire. Hopefully don't get down another spider, another Mewtwo. Oh, and this guy... Okay, if we just knock this out, we're fine now. I was gonna say, they can discard energies from the same guy. Just 2 energies is all. Okay. Carmine? That's pretty good. I love this guy. Do I want to put down Iron Hands now? I don't think so. We could just win with Miraidon, potentially. Well, I guess Iron Hands could... Yeah, I think we can get down Iron Hands. Or I can get down Bundle. Oh, wait, I could Iron Hands this turn, right? No, I can't. Because I can promote Spidops. How many Ultra Balls we have? 4. Oh, and bundles, it's not bundles priced anyways. Okay, so we can't bundle. An Iron Hands isn't dead to a thing. I think we might need it. So I think we put it down. And then we're going to Super Rod, back, Electivire, and 2 energies. Or do we even not even, I don't think we need 2 energies. I think we just put back Electivire. We have 15 energies in the deck. Yeah, I don't think we need it. Just put this guy back. Put this on this guy. I'm thinking we Carmine. Carmine into Fez. We'll see more cards that way. Cool. Nice. All right, now we will leave our board with only 2 prizers. We can discard the capsule. Oh, capsule would actually make it so we just win with boss on Spidops. Oh, well, we can boss any of those things, so we don't need the capsule. So we can discard the capsule, and we can discard the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball would give us Fez, though. So I think we maybe discard Mew. Oh, no. Ultra Ball would give us Latias. That's what I meant to say. I don't think we need this. I don't think we need that. Right? Then we can play... Go for the Magneton. I don't think they still could knock us out with Mewtwo this next turn. They need Energy Switch, Mewtwo, and then they could do it. But they don't have a pivot right now. Generator. And we have 3 generators left. That's kind of crazy. Tree into this guy. I think I still leave room for Fez. I also don't think we're gonna get hand disrupted. I'll just hit him with the high voltage press. Nice. Let's go Electivire. All right, bundle baton. Cool. All right, they put up this guy. I mean, if they just put down a 2 prizer, we'll just boss it. If they don't put a charm on the Mewtwo, and then otherwise, I think I attach lightning, Ultra Ball away. Like, I'm just gonna try and dig. Okay, they just hand disrupt us. Oh, they do have hand disruption with this. All right, well, we win now because we can knock out the active and Tranche. Okay, never mind. Ooh, and they're gonna make it so we can't use one of our attacks. That's cool. I've been looking at this Murkrow. It's a cool card. I wonder which one they're going to choose, though. Ah, they're gonna choose our second attack. Well, we have a generator and a boss. So we're just going to generator, see if we get anything. And then if we do, boss up whatever and kill it. So I think it was good we got the Iron Hands. Just need 1 energy. At this point, I think we can just get down whatever. How many energies are in the deck? Only 4. Wait, which attack did they choose? Yeah, high voltage press. Maybe I don't do this because then I could Ultra Ball for Mew. I don't think I do this. I think I just see what we get. If we get anything, all right, we just win. That'll do it. Let's go. Not bad. Well, I think we'll call it with that one. Not the cleanest of gameplay, that's for sure. But it's not what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming to show off some fun things that we can do with this cool new card. So honestly, not too bad. against the Mewtwo deck, Electivire is kind of insane. Being able to one-shot Mewtwo and kill their Spidops. Like, this thing just destroys the Mewtwo, or Team Rocket's deck, kind of. It also would hit something like a Moltres if they do play that Moltres EX. I think it's got potential. It would hit for weakness, but we also have, you know, Iron Hands too. Against that Duraludon, that was embarrassing how many misplays, and then just making the right decisions with squawking and whatever. But I think it's a pretty fun deck. It's honestly like not bad. Very easy, or much easier to power up the Electivire than it might seem like. And even when that Dynamotor thing comes out, I don't know, like Magneton is hard to beat. Discard or knock it out, get 3 energies. Like that's pretty absurd. Getting 3 like that for evolving 1 Pokemon versus, you know, the Dynamotor guy. I think the Dynamotor guy would be better and maybe enable some other electric type attackers. If there was something like Raichu V, there might be. Maybe Pikachu, I guess. It would help versus, but that'll be it. If you're interested in trying out the deck, there'll be a thing to copy and paste in the description. It was pretty fun. I'm a fan of Electivire, and I like this way of playing it, so I don't know if Carmine's necessary, but yeah, it was pretty fun. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.